Everyone, Eliza here, and I'm going to introduce you to high-intensity interval training. High-intensity interval training is meant to get you sweaty and keep you working non-stop. First of all, interval training is intervals of work, meaning short amounts of work followed by stopping. Short amounts of work followed by stopping. So think of it like an engine of a car. You drive it really fast and then you stop. You drive it really fast and then you stop. The engine gets really hot. So with interval training, we want to get our bodies really hot in the same way. There are many ways to do this format of interval training, but we're going to split it into 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest, repeating it 8 times with the same exercise. After you repeat the 8 rounds with the same exercise, you take 1 minute to recover, and then you move on to the next exercise on the list. You may feel breathless during your rest periods of 10 seconds, and that is normal. It's going to help you build your endurance and stamina, but always check in with your body and make sure you aren't overdoing it or compensating, because then you won't get the most out of this workout and all of those positive effects of that endurance and stamina building.
The first exercise, hot feet, is going to fire up your core and calves. Stand with your feet a little wider than hip width apart and arms relaxed by your sides. Begin to move your feet as fast as you can while lowering down a little bit into your legs and bringing your hands up by your chest, palms facing out. The quicker you can get your feet firing, the more you will feel the burn. To modify this, you can slow your pace or you can run in place, relieving some of the tension off of your calves. Make sure to take 1 minute after finishing the 8 rounds and then go into the next one. The next exercise we're going to do is star jump burpees. Begin with your feet hip width apart and your arms relaxed by your sides. Begin to bend your knees and lower your hands down to the ground. Then hop your feet back to a plank position, making sure your hips are low and shoulders are in line with your wrists. Next, hop your feet back up towards your hands. Finally, get the power to jump up from this crouching position and have your arms and legs shoot out to the sides like a star. Repeat by jumping back down and hopping into plank. To modify, you can step rather than hop through all of these moves. Taking it slowly will also make it easier. The third exercise we're going to do is a front kick with a lunge back. Begin with your feet hip width apart and your arms relaxed by your sides. Kick your right leg out by flexing your right foot, leaning back and staying grounded in your left leg. It's best to think of a kick as a quick out-in motion. The moment you put your right foot back down, hop your left foot back for a low lunge while reaching the floor with your left hand and staying low in your right leg. Your knees should be in line with your toes on your right leg. Then, in a pendulum-type motion, bring your left leg back to center as you kick your right leg out. To modify this, you can take it slowly and step the move, and to advance, really power your kicks out. It's not really about the height, it's about the power. And get low into your lunge when you go back. Do 20 seconds on one side, rest for 10 seconds, and then do 20 seconds on the other side. Finally, we're going to do jump knee taps. Begin with your feet hip width apart and your arms relaxed by your sides. Start by bending your knees, engaging your core, and jumping up as your knees hit the palms of your hands. Then land back down and lift up again, tucking your knees and hitting them to the palms of your hands. To modify this move, you can step it rather than jump it and do one knee up towards the palm of your hands at a time.
So remember, you do 20 seconds of work, or as many complete repetitions as you can in 20 seconds. Rest for 10 seconds, repeat it 8 times, and then move on to the next exercise. Be sure to take breaks when you're supposed to, because high-intensity interval training is meant to get you going and then have you stopping abruptly. Think of it again like that car scenario where you have it going fast and then halting to a stop. The engine gets hot. We want the same thing for our bodies. Modify as you see necessary, and be sure to not overdo it, because, as mentioned before, you'll miss out on the great effects that this type of exercise can bring you.